Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're super excited. My name is Karen Bovis. I'm a Rodan Fields consultant, and I have several business partners on our video today. They're going to be sharing their hesitations before they join the team, and why they were thinking about the business and what was causing them to maybe not want to think about the business. And then once they joined, what they found and how the business has benefited their family. So we have an array of speakers today from people who just joined the business, from people who've been in the business for several years. And I'm going to let us get started with Julie Wulff, one of my fabulous business partners. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys so we can get a little bit more idea about Julie. All right, Miss Julie Wulff, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, well, hi everyone. I'm so excited to share to you guys about tonight about my journey through Rodan Fields, the hesitations I had, and the benefits. So I'm just going to tell a little bit my story for all of you. So I actually a teacher. I've been teaching now for almost 4 years, and I love it. I have a beautiful home in Yorkville, Illinois. And I've always wanted to be a teacher since I was little. I would pretend to teach my brothers, actually, in our basement growing up, and they hated it. And so I got into teaching because I love to help kids succeed their goals that they have, and to help learners in various ways. So that's kind of about myself. And I had first heard about Rodan Fields through a girl from high school. And I saw kind of on Facebook what she was doing, didn't really even know about the company at all. But actually that month I had eczema that had come out of nowhere. And it was horrible. I mean, you could see it on my face, on my forehead. I was very self-conscious. I've always had good skin, and was very self-conscious about it. So I actually became a PC through my friend from high school. And I loved it because it was a 60-day empty bottle money back guarantee. I had nothing to lose. It was perfect for me, being at the age of 25. I didn't have lots of extra money to spend on the side for my skincare, but I knew that this would help. After about a consistent use for a year, my eczema had went away, and I was so thrilled. I mean, I loved it. I felt confident that I didn't have to hide my eczema through my makeup anymore. So from then on, I went about school, and about March hit. And when March hits for teachers in my district, it's a time that we call riffing. And riffing is when our school does not have enough students or classrooms to have a job for you. It could be because students have transferred and our numbers have dropped. And sadly, that happens to teachers who are below the 10-year mark. So for the past 4 years, I have been riffed, and it's absolutely horrible because I take my position very seriously. I got into this because I love the students, and it was very hard on myself. And so I was lacking security, job security. And eventually, it had nothing to do with your evaluation at all. They just do that to save you and to save themselves. And so eventually, I got a job again in the school, and all was great. But I knew that something was missing in my life. I knew that for another year, I would be riffed, maybe 2 years, and I needed something different. I saw my friend Julie, who's a teacher at another local school of ours, and she was selling Rodan Fields, and I knew she was a busy mom of 2 kids, did not have extra time to be doing this, and I saw the success that she was having, and I knew that I just had to jump on board with her. I immediately sent her a text and said, I'm interested, I want to do this, help me, Julie. And from then on, I've never looked back. I have job security now. I have extra money on the side to support, any home improvements at home, vacations. I have confidence in myself that maybe I didn't have before. And I know that this company has really provided with me a lot of things that maybe teaching couldn't. So that's just a little bit about myself. I've been doing this for a year now. So when I first joined, my hesitation was, what if I don't succeed? I'm a very strong person. I don't like to not succeed. As a teacher, we always have goals in our mind for our students. We always want to reach those goals. We want to have success. And when I started this, I didn't want to be known as maybe the laughing stock of Facebook, or maybe that, I didn't have enough knowledge in the business. And when I thought of this, I kind of took my mindset back to my students. Okay, so my students have this fear a lot. Miss Wulff, what if I don't succeed on my test? What's going to happen? And from that whole mindset, I've realized what the tools that I've given to them. I give them lots of training. I help them. I'm their friend, and I'm also a leader. I show them the ways that will help them reach their goals. So after doing this a year, I realized that hesitation could have easily held me back from my success for this first year. I love that how Rodan Fields does trainings for you, free trainings. I mean, I've gotten trainings for my friends. I've gotten trainings every day from some of our RFX Circle Achievers. I get trainings from my leader, Karen. I get trainings from books, so much wealth of knowledge that sometimes teaching doesn't provide. I never got that. So I knew that I could succeed with those trainings. I knew that I could succeed with the products. I mean, we have a 60-day empty bottle money back guarantee. We also are the #1 skincare brand in the United States across all markets. How can you not want to succeed at that and show the products, talk about the business? So I knew that the back of the doctors I had, I would succeed. And I just had to also know that the power of myself. I knew that I would never not succeed. I knew that, of course, I would make goals like I always do. I knew that I would always, set accomplishments, and I would reach those. And it's very easy. Just sharing the products, sharing what the products have done for me, what the business has done for me, has really allowed me to succeed. And I'm personally just ecstatic about that. So there's benefits that this business has done for me. It's allowed me to pay for vacations, taking my boyfriend on trips that maybe I couldn't provide before, because our teaching salary, we all know it, is not a lot. I can pay for, home things around the house, home improvements, decorations. This month, I'm able to pay for our mortgage. It's allowed me to do that. And it's, as a woman, I feel very proud of that. I know that Chad works very hard every day providing for us. And if I can provide that for him, it just means a lot. So to be able to say that is a huge accomplishment for myself. I've gained so many friends. I mean, just abundance of friends and support. I talk to them every day. We laugh. Most of the time, it's just about funny stuff, but it's about the business. I know I can rely on them. They are my absolute best friends, and I wouldn't have gotten this support that I would have had from teaching. There's not a lot of downtime. There's not a lot of team building and teaching. It's all about data, all about test scores, all about student success. So I haven't gained a lot of a big group of friends from that. I've gained friends from our events that we've also had and it's a lot of fun. I have team support. I can rely on my team at any time that I need their help. I can call and text them. On Wednesdays, we have an amazing pajama powwow every Wednesday, and we talk about things that have worked, our accomplishments, things to work on, and it's just a great support. Being also this year, I've earned every jewelry incentive for our team. Our team is Team Radiant. And based on my accomplishments and goals that I have set for myself and my other team members have set for me, I have earned those jewelry incentives. And let me tell you, to earn free jewelry for your accomplishments is just so rewarding, because in teaching, we don't get thank you'd a lot. We do not get, we do not get thanked a lot. And it's very nice to be rewarded for something that you are truly passionate about. And it helps me each month to just even strive, harder. I grew as a person. I'm very confident now. I feel like I've become an entrepreneur. I feel like I've kind of walked in my father's footsteps. He has his own company with his brothers, and I've taken a lot of what he's done and put it into my business. But I feel like I've grown as a person. As a teacher, I've realized that we are all different, and I have learned how to set goals for other people, to train in different ways, to take your time. I've put my love into my job that I do as my teaching, and I love to help people. And I've grown as a leader. I've never really had a leadership role, I would say, in teaching, and this has allowed me to. I love leading because it's something that I do from the heart, and I just love it. And then I have more time with my family. My family, we're a big Italian family. We love to get together, and it's allowed me time that maybe teaching was taking away, grading papers, spending time at school. I would always get there first and would leave there, around 3:30. So it has allowed me to spend more time with my family and given me that benefit. And I will have to say, this year has been absolutely amazing. And my hesitation, if I don't succeed, has completely blown through the roof, and I feel like I have succeeded. So I'm going to introduce you now to Jennifer Kent.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Kent. I'm actually from Traverse City, Michigan. That's where I am right now. So I'll tell you a little bit about my story. I was introduced to this company through my friend Karen. We worked together when I was in Chicago, which was over 10 years ago. About a year ago, I had tried a little glow pack from her, and Karen and I talked to her. We actually hopped on, a couple calls, and I just wasn't, at the time, it just wasn't right for me. I have 4 kids, as you can see in the picture there. Those are my 4 babies. And so about a year ago, I just, I'm like, no, I just don't have the, I just can't do it. I don't have the time. I've got 4 kids. I stay at home right now, and my husband works. And so fast forward to a year after, Karen approached me again. And one of my biggest things was my husband wasn't super supportive of this. So he shot it down. Absolutely not. We have no time. What we're doing right now, how can you add on something else? Well, we had a discussion about a month ago or a couple months ago, saying that I need to get a job because my youngest is going to be starting preschool in the fall. And so he wants me to get a job out of the house. So I'm not sure how getting a job outside of the house is actually going to help give us more time to do things around the house. So I brought up Rodan Fields again, and he was just he kind of threw his hands in the air. if you want to do it, go ahead. So, I thought about it, and finally I said to him, I'm going to do it. And I did. And I didn't really talk about it, but I went ahead and did it anyway. And, he's come around a little. He's offered a few suggestions. And when I said I had a paycheck, he goes, "You got paid already?" I said, "Yeah, I did actually." And so he was a little bit impressed that, I didn't really change much through my schedule. And actually I found time. It's amazing how, I really truly didn't think I was going to have the time, but it just kind of works. I mean, I get up and work out at 5 a.m. I have, a half hour before the kids get up, I get a handful of things done. So it's amazing how you actually can find the time to do it, even with 4 crazy kids and crazy schedules. So, and then, so another one of my hesitations was, size of my network. I don't have a large circle of friends. I have a few good friends, and I don't have a very large circle of friends. And honestly, my PC base right now, my customers are people that I probably wouldn't have reached out to. They were the ones that contacted me. So I am kicking myself for not reaching out to them. And it's given me a little bit of encouragement to start reaching out to people who I didn't think I was going to, because these people came to me, and these were people that aren't even super close friends of mine. So, I was really hesitant because I did not think that I was going to have enough friends to do this. And these are people that I know and who are like, "Oh, you're great, Jen. I love you. Of course I'm going to help you out. This is wonderful. I know other people who are doing it, but I really like you, so I'm going to do that." And that's been a real confidence booster for me. Because definitely I was fearful of this. This was scary. Being a stay-at-home mom, I haven't worked out of the house in 8 years. And so it's been scary to put myself out there, but I don't want to have to actually get a job. I want to be able to stay home with my kids. So that's what I'm going to do. I've only been with Rodan Fields for about 2 months, and but I know that I'm going to be able to stay home with them. I know this is going to work, and I want it to work. So it's going to, and when I joined, there was a challenge, and I actually won it. I don't win a lot of things. I love sports, and I'm very competitive, but I won this. I worked hard. I went way out of my comfort zone, but it felt so good to do those things and actually win. I got my prizes today, and it was very exciting, and had them all displayed on the counter, and my kids thought it was pretty cool, because I told them, I won. I worked hard, and I won this. If I can do it, anybody can. So my kids, obviously, I talk about them a lot. I love them to pieces, although they didn't go to bed till just now, which is late here in Michigan, but we're going to have 4 kids in the Catholic schools here. And I know that if I can continue this, we are going to be able to secure them throughout high school in this school. It's the most amazing school, and I want it, and we're going to do it. And so that's a huge, huge thing for me. And also I haven't been able to contribute to my financially to my family. I've been the stay-at-home mom. Of course I do the things behind the scenes and stuff, but it'd be nice to say, "Hey, no, let's go out on a date. It's on my treat. I want to do this. I earned this. I did it. Let's do it." Or let's go on a vacation. And we don't get to do a lot of the extra stuff right now. My husband works a lot. We also are a business owner of a car wash. So we, he works a lot, and I want to be able to give us, I want to feel like I've done something so we can have this fun life that everyone else has with our kids. Disney, we want to take our kids to Disney. And they're still pretty little right now, but that's one thing that I want to say that I helped do, is get them to Disney. So yeah, and again, if I can do this, anyone can. And I'm having a great time. I'm having so much fun. And like Julie said, I have more friends that I've never met. It's crazy, and I love it. I look forward to what people say on my posts and hearing what our messages and our emails and different things are. And I love that. It makes me feel good. It definitely, this has definitely boosted my confidence. I feel like if I, could send these messages, I could do anything. I can say anything to anyone. And I want to talk to more people now. And I try to talk and have conversations with people that I meet, and not even necessarily about Rodan Fields. It doesn't always come up right in our first conversation, but it's just fun to, meet more people at my kids' school, and the different parents of, my younger kids that I don't know as much. So yeah, so I will introduce you now to Christa Poss.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. So my name is Christa Poss. I work for Honeywell. I am a marketing manager there, and I have it's pretty busy. So I work full time, and about 25% of the time I'm traveling. So getting on an airplane, going somewhere for 2 or 3 nights. So obviously that was a huge hesitation for me. So Karen and I went to college together, and I knew she was doing this, but I thought there was just no way I would have time to do another thing. And then, I started changing my perspective. We had some changes at work, and I thought, I wouldn't mind starting to think about my plan B. And so Karen and I finally got to go out to dinner together, and we just had a great conversation. And it didn't take me very long, and I thought, I want to try this. I just want to try it. I mean, what do I have to lose? And I talked to, people close to me, my dad, and he gave me the same advice. What do you have to lose? Just try it. And I did. I jumped in, and I haven't looked back since. And I'm thrilled that I did. So that was February. And you know what? I do have enough time to dedicate to it. You find these pockets of time that you might have been wasting before on Facebook or watching TV. So Saturday morning, I'll get up and sit at the kitchen table, and my 3 kids are around me, and they know I'm working on this. I do it at baseball games. My son has 2-hour baseball games. That's a lot of time to multitask. I do it at night when I'm sitting with my husband on the couch, and, we're just watching TV, and I'll connect with some people, and it's amazing the pockets of time you can find. My lunch hour at work. You just carve out a half an hour here, a half an hour there, and it really does work. It's enough time. You don't have to have 20 hours a week to do it. But bigger than that, and this might seem silly to some people coming from a 40-year-old woman, but I was really worried about what people were going to think of me. I have a job. People are going to be thinking I'm crazy. Like, what is she doing? And one of my very close girlfriends gave me very good advice. And she said, if you're going to be successful at this, you have to get over that. And I dove in, and I've never been more supported by my family, by my friends, by my coworkers. People are just so willing to support you and, ask you, how's your business going? How are you doing? My sisters have had parties with me. My coworkers all came to my happy hour that I had. My best girlfriends are my first customers. I was just blown away that nobody's going to think you're crazy. Nobody's judging you. Everybody has their own thing going on. And I haven't felt more supported doing anything than this. So that was really something that it's a mindset. I said, you have to get over this. And I did. And I'm really happy that I did, because it's really fun to see everyone who wants to see you succeed. And then my other hesitation was I had some people on my Facebook feed who were also selling Rodan Fields. And I thought, maybe everyone's already buying this. Like, am I going to find people who aren't using it? Like, are there enough people out there? And I was shocked. There's people who haven't even heard of it. I think Jennifer said this. There's people who have heard of it, but are waiting to find the right person to buy it from. And they're like, I like you. I trust you. Yeah, I'll try it, and you've had success with it. So, I joined in February, I have a lot of customers. And some of them, are my best girlfriends, and some of them are people I haven't seen in 10 years. And everything else in between. So their market is not saturated. There's still a lot of room to grow with this company. And then talking about the benefits. So the reason I'm doing this is for my children. Like I said, I travel a lot for work, and they want to come with me. So I said, you know what? I want to make enough money to bring them on some trips, either the beginning or the end, but so it's not as hard on them. So, that was my first goal for this, was to really make extra money so we didn't have to take it out of our normal income. And I'm doing this with my kids. So I made a promise to them that I would not jump into something else that I would, have to leave them behind, or, they wouldn't be able to do it with me. So they've come to all of my events. They helped me make my sample kits. My 9-year-old made a binder of all of my papers. They really do everything with me. And so I feel like I'm teaching my girls how to be entrepreneurs. My son helps me. My husband helps me. He shares my posts on Facebook. So it's really fun that we're doing it together. We really are. And it is fun. I look forward to working on my business, and I really do feel like it is my own business. I look forward to working on it. I look forward to connecting with my girlfriends, supporting everyone. I don't always enjoy my day job, but I do enjoy this. I really do look forward to it. And it's, I feel like it's something I enjoy doing. I don't dread it. I don't, think, oh, it's another thing I have to do. I really, truly do enjoy doing this. These are things that Karen put in, but I have won jewelry every single month since I started, which is really fun, to get Kendra Scott packages in the mail. Kate Spade earrings. I mean, just beautiful things that I would not buy myself. But it's super fun. Same thing as Jennifer. I show my kids, look, I won this. And it's just a really fun bonus. And it really makes you work really hard and push a little bit harder when you know you're close to earning that. And I also earned a sailboat trip with our team in August. So we're going to go in Chicago during the Air and Water Show, and I won a ticket to that as well. So, it's a good chunk of change too. I mean, my husband has given me the don't debit anything until Friday warning, and I said, hey, I got my Rodan Fields paycheck. I'm transferring it in. I'm good. I can debit. So, he's been surprised at how quickly that paycheck has gone up. So I'm definitely so happy that I joined, jumped into it. It's great fun, and this is a great team. So that is my story, and I am now turning it over to Jeanette.
Thank you so much for having me on. I feel very lucky to be invited to speak on tonight's call. So a little bit about me. My name is Jeanette, and I live in Chicago, and I'm actually a stylist and a salon owner by trade. I own a busy Lincoln Park salon in the city, and I do love my job. I love my clients. I love the relationships I built with my clients. I love that I get to be creative at work. But what I don't love about my job is that I work nights. I work weekends. I don't get vacation pay. I don't get sick pay. And because I'm the owner of the business, the overhead really falls on me. So About 4 years ago, a client of mine introduced me to Rodan Fields. And when she told me that there was a way I could earn income without trading time for money, I was absolutely intrigued. Because the way I knew it, if I wanted to make more money, I had to work longer days, I had to work more days, I had to service more clients. And in order to take a vacation, I would have to stack 10 days in a row to take a few days off so I wasn't coming home to no paycheck. So I decided that something needed to change for me. At the time, I had a 2-year-old. I was managing 15 employees at my salon, and my marriage was actually falling apart. So I knew that I needed to change something. And so I decided to jump in. And I thought, if the worst thing that happens to me is that I get a great discount on skincare and I actually don't make any money, no big deal. I can quit. The risk was not that big. So little by little, I started sharing the products with my friends and then my clients. And I was actually really surprised when I earned my initial investment back within my first month in business, which was not true about opening my own salon. So over time, I was regularly adding customers, and then I started introducing the business to people because I realized in that first 30 days that this was something kind of bigger than I thought it was going to be. So I started building a team, and I really, my hesitations were a time thing, right? Was I going to have time for this? I mean, I was working behind the chair full time. I was managing employees. I had a 2-year-old at home. And what I will say, along with the other ladies, you really do fit this in the nooks and crannies of your day. I mean, 5 to 15-minute increments here and there in between my clients. After my son goes to bed, a little bit on weekends. I mean, I work this business 5 to 10 hours a week, truly. And then my other big hesitation in the beginning was, what would people think of me? Here I was, this, salon owner and entrepreneur, and I had opened this business, and what would they think of me if I started a network marketing business? And what's funny? Like what Christa said, who cares? Are the people that think that that's lame paying my mortgage? No, I am. So I really had to get over that quickly. And what I realized is that, this business makes anything possible. I can hardly believe what my life looks like now. In 3.5 years, I have been on luxury trips. I was able to take my son to Walt Disney, courtesy of Rodan Fields. They put us up at the Ritz-Carlton, paid for our trip to Disney. I mean, it was first class all the way. I have earned luxury gifts, Kate Spade purses. The computer I'm actually talking to you on is a MacBook Air that I earned through the Lead the Way program. The incentives are endless. And for me, being a small business owner, I don't have that luxury. So it's been so rewarding to just come home, have some gift at my door just for really doing my job. And, all the while really making people feel good about themselves with really great skincare. So I will say that one of my most major accomplishments to date was that I did earn my Lexus in November. And it really is a pinch me moment. I still have, days when I get in that car and I feel like I'm valet parking somebody else's really nice car, but it's actually mine. So you can see my excitement in the picture there on the screen. But the doctors really do reward you. And this business has truly, truly changed my life. I am now able to take time off. I do not have to pay countless sitters to put my son to bed at night. I am a single mom now. And like I said, the most important thing to me is spending time with my son. And, I've been able to reduce my hours behind the chair. I've actually, in 3.5 years, I've surpassed my full-time salary as a hairdresser and then some with my monthly earnings from Rodan Fields. I mean, this business is truly a gift. Every day I still thank Heather Forster for introducing it to me. And there's no way that I would have been able in my salon business, which I've owned for 10 years, to have the time freedom and the financial freedom that this business has given me. And I just actually had my 4-year road anniversary is what we call it. And I would really highly recommend that if anyone is slightly intrigued about this business, just say yes. There is nothing to lose. This plan B is actually going to turn into my plan A, and my life looks a whole lot different now than it was going to had I never joined. So with that, I'm going to pass it back to Karen.
Thank you so much, Jeanette. That was so inspiring, all of you. I just love hearing everybody's stories and you know, just so many different angles of what the business has done for them. And again, just incredibly inspiring. And again, as Jeanette said, you know, you just kind of say yes because you really have nothing to lose. And that's what I found myself. And we also have some new consultant initiatives going on, incentive programs going on right now. Our Team Radiant, and I'm sure other teams do as well. Us personally, if you enroll by June 15th, you're going to receive 5 glow kits, which is the samples that really help us to introduce and start conversations with people about the business, get the product in their hands. They can actually just experience it for themselves, this award-winning, amazing #1 skincare regimen in the United States and North America now. You also will get our Rock Your Network Marketing Business Book by Sarah Robbins, who's our top earner, who was a kindergarten teacher and is now our top earner. And also the GoPro DVDs by Eric Warr. And our summer initiative, our incentive program, excuse me, it goes through the end of July 31st, but it's just different fun activities which help you earn product and jewelry and other fun gifts as well, just to encourage you along the way of your new journey and get you off to a great start. So anyway, please do reach out to the consultant who did invite you to this webinar, and you could hear more about that. Again, that's by June 15th. And again, we just want to thank everybody for their time. I'm going to go ahead and stop our recording now, but I'm going to ask everybody who did join us to stay on because we're going to be doing a raffle.